I have endometriosis and uterine fibroids that I am currently in the process of healing.
Yeah,
And I've had them since I was a very young girl, like probably 14-ish.
yeah,
And I do think it was caused from mental and emotional uh, experiences.
yeah. So the mental emotional, but endometriosis, the way the endo tissue gets into the thing, you probably have slimmer hips, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's
Man,
very common
I
for
can
shoulder.
you can look.
Geminis have slender hips and broader shoulders. Yeah, yeah. And you have bigger shoulders in relation. Put up your hands, usually longer fingers. Yeah, yeah. You're a classic Gemini.
Okay. It's pretty cool that there's some patterns in the astrology signs.
Do you want to try you want to try something specific for Geminis?
Sure.
Okay. So stand up.
Right.
Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a hand release. And so what we're going to do is take your right hand, put it on your left thumb. You're going to like a motorcycle handle, you're going to turn the thumb forward and then pull it apart. So
Okay.
like pull it this way. So
Okay.
pull it to your chest and pull. Now pull your right elbow around and turn your head to the left.
And turn my head to the left.
Yeah. So like yeah, reach out a little bit when you're pulling it, and then squat down a little bit like this. Turn your head right to the left, and then breathe through your mouth deep. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, going up for a second, and we're gonna go right over to the other side. Left hand on the right thumb. Turn the skin, rotating it forward. Pull it apart, and then pull your left elbow around, and turn your head to the right, and squat and breathe. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, come on up. Move around a little bit. Move your shoulders around. What do you notice?
My nervous system feels very calm.
Brain calmer, right?
Yeah. Feels it. I think like the breath work definitely like helps me reset.
Yeah, the breath work does, but the hands is actually because that's opening up your lung meridian.
Okay. Ah, okay.
Okay, so here's another one. So you can do all fingers, but we're going to skip to hand out like this, right hand. Take the left hand and pull it back. Okay, put it above your head, and then slowly bring the hand down until your hand's at shoulder height, and then turn the hand outward. Okay, now push up with your right shoulder and pull down with your hand. Okay, squat, turn your body to the right, head to the left, and lean forward. And breathe in deep. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, come on up and walk around a little bit. Don't worry about being on camera. Just walk around. Feel your shoulder, feel your hip. Might even get a little bit dizzy on that side.
Yeah, I feel a little lightheaded.
Yeah, lightheaded will go away in about 10 seconds or 15 seconds. That's fascial fluid and pressure moving in your head.
I actually feel something happening in like the hip area. I have a lot of like pain and tension here a lot of
Okay,
times. And I go to a chiropractor like once or twice a week actually just
okay, we'll get rid of that. We'll get rid of that.
right.
Okay, take your left hand like this above your head. Okay, pull that down at your shoulder. Turn your hand out. Squat and turn your body to the left and your head to the right. And breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come on up. Move around again. That should do something to give your hips and lower back.
I feel really lightheaded, which surprises me because I feel like we didn't do that much breathing.
Yeah. So the lightheadedness is not to do with the breathing, it's to do with the pressure movement. Fascial maneuvers move pressure. We open up what we call fascial gateways. The fascial gateways are the big ones are right here and right here. And once that pressure moves, it's almost like you like get knocked out for a second.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get that lower back. Does the lower back feel different now?
Yeah, I almost feel like the muscles are like they're really tight. I almost feel like they're kind of starting to stretch, but there's tension, so it's like kind of
Okay.
like a
Yeah, everything else is getting loose. Those ones are still tight. So take your two hands, put it on your belly button. Go to your right 2 inches and down 2 inches, right above the hip. So you pull the skin up so you feel it going right into the leg. Got it? So it's a good stretch, stretching right up. Left foot forward, lunge, and then look up at the sky and breathe in 6 times. 2, 3, should be burning. 4, 5, 6. Okay, come on up and walk around. Now feel your right hip. And you might have got a little blood rush to the head on that.
yeah. I do feel like it's loosening up.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. Okay, let's do the other side.
Okay.
Center, go to the left 2 inches and down above the head. Pull the skin up really, really tight. Right foot forward, lean back, and look at the sky and breathe in deep. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now walk around a little bit. Move your arms, move your legs, get them all walking.
It was interesting. That one was harder for me to stay balanced.
Yeah,
And
that's because there's torquing in the body.
yeah, like the other side was like really solid. This side is like really having a hard time balancing. And this is also the side where the uterine fibroids are. So I don't
Yeah.
know if that.
Yeah, with the fibroids, what they do is they're stuck at the pelvic floor. If you follow our 28-day reset, we have a lower reset and a barefoot sprinter routine. You do that daily, and then you use castor oil packing on the area. You do that, if you do it once a day, but at least 2 or 3 times a week, castor oil packing on top of that. What happens is the fibroids start to break up in every case. We have like literally tens of thousands of testimonials on that.
Okay, I'll write that down. Thank you.
Hey,
That's exciting because
were you,
fibroids.
were you a C-section by any chance delivered?
No, I was not.
Okay.
Not had any children.
No, I meant were you delivered by C-section?
I was not.
Okay. So here's another good one for Gemini, and then we'll end off with this one. Okay, this one's gonna hurt a little bit though.
Okay.
But you're a Gemini, you like pain.
Not usually.
Yeah,
We'll do it.
it's good pain. So put your thumb in your ear,
Okay.
grab the ear so you can twist it like really hard, like you're twisting it off. And then do
Okay.
the same thing on the other one.
Okay.
Okay, open your jaw 3 times. Look up and open 3 times. As high as you can. Chin to chest 3 times. Look up to the right 3 times. Look up to the left 3 times. And then squat and go right to left like you're skiing. 3 times. Okay, walk around a little bit, move your shoulders, move your head.
Wow, I feel like really on the left side, I feel like a really intense, I don't know what's happening, but I feel something moving and changing like
Yeah.
through here.
So it's
Really
opening
intense.
up the fascia. Fascia moves in swirls. And we see the body linearly, but it's not how the body works. The body swirls and moves and rotates. And that one there, it's probably clearing up your eyesight. Take a look around, see if it looks brighter, calming the brain.
Yeah, that's interesting. Because sometimes my eyesight's better than other times. I've noticed
Well,
that. And I bet that's
that's to
related.
do with a couple things. Number one is serotonin release. When you have issues down there, you have less serotonin, especially when you have endometriosis. When it's active, it crowds out the small intestine, and the serotonin is produced in the small intestine, the majority of it. So when you get a lot of serotonin, like right now, the room looks brighter, clearer, sharper, more colors. And it also calms down your thought process so you can think better. Because when you're dysregulated down here, it causes your brain to be scattered. And then you do these movements and then you get your brain back. And the more time you do that, because when you're in stress, the fibroids and the endometriosis, it doubles, it goes 2 to 3 times more pain and dysfunction when you're in stress. So because it's inflammatory, and then if it's inflammatory and you have a 3 or 3 pain, that inflammation brings it up to a 6 or 7 or 8 pain right away.
Yeah, thank you. I've been talking to a lot of people about this condition, and not a lot of people have had much
Oh,
information.
we have honestly, we have women solving it all over the world by themselves.
Yeah.
It's not like at the. I have with a little bit of partnered work. I've seen the endo tissue go back up inside because in order, think about the uterus comes up here. I'll show you. Hold on. So I'm going to show you what it looks like, and when you see it, it might make a little bit difference to you. So. Uh, Essential. So let's make this here is the uterus, the fallopian tubes, the bladder. Okay. So what happens is with a Gemini, first of all, a classic Gemini, you have smaller hips, so it puts pressure on it right here. So if your hips rotate back this way, which a lot of women have, and if the bladder is overactive, this will happen. So there's a bladder release, and the one that we just did will help that bladder settle. It rotates back this way, and when it rotates, the uterus here rotates as well, but it doesn't rotate here. So it causes pressure downward on the uterus down this way. That actually can force endometrial or endo tissue out through. And when that endo tissue comes out into the body, leaks out into the cavity, then when you're on your cycle, that tissue thinks it's inside the uterus and it expands. So what happens is by doing the fascial maneuvers, you can see how the neck is, see how the belly comes out. This is often also with small hips.
Yeah.
Quite often the
My
tummy.
posture is often like that, and it's something I work really hard to try to consciously correct. But
Right.
especially when I'm menstruating, I'll stand like that and not even realize I'm standing
Okay.
like
So
that.
the stuff that we just
Mhm.
did, those maneuvers really help it. It opens up here because when you open up in this area, that allows this to expand. But you can see this. This is actually 2 months of our 28-day reset. You see how there's a very different posture at the end?
Mhm.
That's just 2 months of doing it herself. So what's happened is this got two turned, it got force going this way and it's pushing down on the uterus. So literally that's when you go out like that, the tummy, that takes the top of the uterus and pushes it like that. And it's like it's squeezing a toothpaste bottle, tube, and it squeezes it out. So the fascial maneuvers that we did along, that's part of the lower reset, like these ones here. So as release, the hip release, the belly button uncork. What they do is they take the pressure out of this area, and then out of here, eventually your hips will move. There's another one called swinger like this. It opens up the hips, and pull over like this. It opens up this area. And all of those things combined with squatting will then give you more room so that when you're on your cycle, even if you still have endo tissue in your pelvic floor, it has more room to expand because right now you have a contraction.
So after the 28-day reset and the castor oil packs, you were saying that's when women were seeing the results of the fibroids going away and the endometriosis.
Yeah, and send us a DM. We'll give you some more information. But there's a lower in the 28-day reset. It's a full body reset. But I would also do the entire lower reset on a daily basis because that is specifically focusing on getting everything down here going. So there's extra movements for there, and you're probably around practitioners. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the partnered maneuver series, if you do it, you don't have to be a practitioner, but anybody who's good with their hands or anybody who can hold you, the partner maneuver series, there's one where it's you do it for the legs, one for the arms. The ones for the legs pull the tension out of the lower pelvic floor, giving more expansion. So the partner maneuver series, you do that, like once a week or once every couple of weeks while you're doing the regular one. And eventually you're just creating more and more and more space. And then because the pain you're experiencing is because of pressure, and that pressure is exacerbated by inflammation. And the inflammation causes all of the, like when it's inflaming here and pushing out like there, it also pushes the hips in. So it's a compounding effect.
Yeah, absolutely. Even today I woke up with just sore back, feeling really tight. I could feel like my posture was all wrong while I was sleeping, even though I try to line myself with pillows and do certain.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you.
Since you're out there, you're a practitioner helping people, send me a DM. Say that you're on the live today. Just say you're a Gemini with endometriosis. They'll know to cue through to me. And then what I'll do is I'm going to send you out some supplements, okay, that you can start taking that will dramatically. I mean, the 28-day reset, the Power Quick 30, taking 6 or 8 a day during your cycle, it takes out the inflammation at the fascial level, at intercellular. It literally loosens everything up.
Okay, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. This has been dealing with it has been, the pain is debilitating, to be honest. And I take, sadly, 800 milligrams of ibuprofen 4 or 5 times a day when I'm menstruating because I'm in so much pain. And I don't even want to be taking that because I know it's so bad for my gut bacteria.
Yeah.
I haven't been able to find a way to get through, honestly. And
the Power Kirk, the minerals, and the movements will be way better than the ibuprofen.
thank you so
Like,
much. Yeah,
they're literally the very first
a
time.
solution, and I'm really happy that I spoke with you. So thank you so much.
Yeah, there you go. Take care.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.